Hey guys, I got lipstick all over my cup. I'm just like, dang. Good morning, great morning, great morning. For some of you, good afternoon. For some of you, good night. Replay viewers, what up, what up? It's your girl, Lakeisha Michelle here. Super excited to come to you guys with a continuation of the conversation we've been having all week. It's been good. It's been blessing me. It's been blessing me. So I'm just sharing you guys what I've been reading by myself. So you guys know the rule. Pour into yourself first. That's the rule. Type that in the comments. Pour into myself first. Pour into me, pour into me, pour into me. You have to pour into yourself because who else is going to do it? I mean, I know you might got somebody. Maybe you do. Maybe you're blessed enough to have someone who says, you're amazing. I love you. I like you. I want you around. But in general, that is typically not the case. So you have to wake up and pour into yourself. Listen, you have to wake up and pour into yourself all of the good things, all of the blessings, all of the rules that God has just set in stone just because. Like there are some just because rules, okay? There are some just because rules. You know, a lot of times we get things like luxury purses or luxury this, luxury that, fill in the blank. And you're a man, maybe you don't have a purse, maybe you have a merch, I don't know. But whatever that is, you may think that your house defines you, your car defines you, your degree defines you, your whatever, the zip code, you know, the school that your children go to. None of those things are my definition. Those things are additional blessings, but I woke up enough and I love me so much that I'm going to pour into me first so that any and everyone else that I come into contact with for the day gets to receive from my overflow. They get to receive from the thing that is already just it feels like an invisible, warm, good old grandma with full of love hug. Like it just feels good when you pour into you first. Now, continuing from yesterday, say hello, everybody, when you get in the room. What's up in the chat, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? Listen, continuing from yesterday, we had a wonderful conversation. And I love and read all of your comments. I love it. Like, guys, especially when you guys are on my Instagram, go follow me at Lakeisha Michelle on Instagram. I love sending you guys video replies. So that's like the easiest way. Like, oh my God, it's so easy. And I can just be like, whatever, when I have time, just go through our DMs and video chat people. It's so fun. And we be having full-blown conversations over there on Instagram. So at Lakeisha Michelle, at Short Hair Bootcamp, those are my two Instagram pages. Now, let's get into the juice. Who remembers what we talked about yesterday? Who got poured into yesterday? And you just remember the main idea. What character in the Bible did we reference? What was the conversation from yesterday? Let me just give some shout outs. Hello, Lala. What's up, Bri Armani? What's up? Oh, Shanice just hit it. Moses. All right now. Felicia just hit it. Moses. Lucci Chic one. I hope I said it right. Or maybe it's Lucy. This is how you know. There was a rapper called Lucci. So I just thought maybe you was trying to be the rapper. What up? Shanice, Lucy? Luxury Travel, what's going on? Lala, what's going on? Messia Hairby. Oh, Miss at Hairbis. I don't know. Hello, guys. Let me see. What's going on, everybody? Good morning, Tiffany, Steve, Adrian, C.A., Eka, Raven, Lisa. Hello, everyone. Now, we've been talking about Moses. Moses is obviously, I talk about him all the time. He's one of my favorite characters in the Bible. The Bible's a storybook. Don't be trying to come in here with your little religious rules and stuff. This ain't religion street over here. We love God. We're spiritual, and I love sharing my nuggets that I get in the morning time, okay? That's what this is. It's very, 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 very simple. Now, Exodus 4, this is where God is saying, Moses, yo, I need you to go handle this situation. And Moses is like, but I'm not good enough. And I don't know about you, but there are some things that keep tugging at my heart, at my soul. And I literally, say, I don't think I'm good enough. And here's the deal. Even if I don't say that particular sentence, I may say I'm not popular enough. I may say I don't have those kinds of connections. I may say, well, where I'm from, you know, that's just not what happens where I'm from. And those are all ways to say I'm not good enough. Because you think that being good is based on those things. That's why I just said your purse, your zip code, your electronics, your car, None of these things define you. They don't make you. You can be somebody who lives in a mansion with the crappiest attitude, or that's how you see rich, wealthy people commit suicide. Why? Because they put their value, they've allowed something or someone or themselves to make value mean something outside of them. And I want you to know this morning that God made you enough. God made you enough. God made you enough. God made you enough. No matter your imperfections, no matter what you think you do or don't have, God made you enough. Type that in the comments if you agree. And listen, even if you feel crappy today and you're watching this going, she always hyper. That's what she say. But look at my life right now. And you just know at the very, very back of your mind that this is true. You know it, but you just feel kind of crappy because your situation is crappy right now. Go ahead and type it in the comments, because here's the reality. You literally, if you tap into, I am enough. If you do that enough times, you will start to see your world unturned, because listen, we are only a result of our beliefs. My life is a result of my beliefs. My life is a result of my beliefs. It's the most dominant belief, because there's a lot of beliefs that don't serve me. There's a lot of beliefs that do serve me, but my life is a result of my most dominant belief. My life is a result of my most dominant belief. My life is a result of my most dominant belief. My life is a result of my most dominant belief. So if I can't keep this, can't keep that, keep running into this, keep arguing with this, there's a belief there. A lot of times you see angry people. You're like, they're always angry. Why? Because they're always trying to prove, because somewhere along their life timeline, something happened. Someone said something that made them feel like they had to prove their worth and prove that they're good enough. And so what happens is they're interacting day to day with their boss, with their partner, and you always getting in an argument. Why? Because you're trying to prove, because somewhere past all of that puffed out proving this stuff that you're doing, there's hurt. There's still a little residue from that situation. And so it's your most dominant belief of, maybe I'm not good enough. That's the most dominant. So since I don't think I'm good enough, I got to act a certain way to mask that feeling. Does that make sense, guys? We are literally like whatever happened in your life as a kid, you still got that kid situation. You might be an adult, but we are literally still getting through stuff that happened to us in our younger years. Doesn't matter how old. You could be 100, you could be 60, you could be 40, you could be 30. At the end of the day, until this situation is resolved, until we've forgiven, until we've made peace with ourselves, maybe the person you want to make peace with is gone. You still got to make peace, right? Until we make peace and we put some resolve around that thing, it continues to show up in different forms. Procrastination continues to show up in different forms. Ooh, and it just kind of breeds. Procrastination is like roach infestation. You got one roach. How do roaches, do they just have babies individually? I don't know. I just feel like roaches are just, I don't know. You just have a whole bunch of roaches out of nowhere. And it's like, dang, I thought we killed the roaches. They that. I mean, I don't have roaches, but I'm just saying they infest like that. That's the same thing with like bad habits and procrastination and bad beliefs that don't serve us. You got one little belief and it just festers other little beliefs. Just think of a roach when it just turns into a million of them. Ugh, I can't. So I love it. You guys are saying, God made me enough. God made me enough. God made me enough. Shanice, Erica, Tracy, Jeffrey, what up? Brittany, Brie Armani. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And here's the reality. If you don't like what you see in your life, change your dominant belief. Oh, is that not powerful? If you don't like what you see in your life, change your dominant belief. Does this make sense? Yes or no in the comments. I want to make sure that you follow me so that you can apply this. Yes or no, does this make sense? Would you like examples? Let me know. Okay, I see yes is coming through. YouTube, you guys have been so lit these days. I love you. I love you. I love you. Make sure you subscribe for all things LMTV. Shanice. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. I see all the yeses coming through. Facebook. Oh, oops. I had the comments scroll. My bad. Carolyn, yes. I love it. Sierra says yes. Yes, no, they have eggs. So do they have babies? I don't understand, Roach. Roach anatomy theory 101. I don't know. She said no, they have eggs. I don't know. They lay eggs. I don't know. I don't understand. Grown kids, exactly. I tell so many people this. Some people just hold on to baggage. We do. We don't naturally. We don't try to preach and heal. What's up, Avery? Yes, yes. Annette, what's going on? Sierra, Tiny, hey, boo. So listen. Now, if you look at your life, there is something that keeps showing up. Okay? So we said, let's get an example of this. If we look at our life, there's something that keeps showing up. The reason it keeps showing up is, and I need to, you messaged me. I don't even see your message anymore. My inbox on Facebook is very weird. But I'm gonna message you after this. Yeah, so your dominant belief runs your life. That's what we just talked about. My life is a result of my most dominant belief. So if the most dominant belief is I'm not good enough, your life will be filled with examples of where you coulda, shoulda, woulda, but you didn't because you believed that you're not good enough. That's the big thesis, right? Now, here are some examples. I told you guys about examples. I used this the other day. It's super, super simple. If you believe, if your most dominant thought, the most dominant record that's playing in the back of your mind, like everybody keeps singing the Drake song, Kiki, do you love me? Are you right? Like, who's not heard the song? Like, it's just crazy. It's everywhere, right? There's a song that's playing in the back of your mind that's worn out, just like this Drake song, okay? And it's your job to figure out what it is. For example, if the most dominant song, that's the most dominant song is playing in the back of your mind, if the record is I'm not good enough, your actions or your dance moves in life are going to align with that of a belief, I'm not good enough. So if I'm not good enough, I'm not going to go after that new opportunity. I'm not going to put myself out there. I'm not going to stand up for myself. I'm not going to fight for what I believe in hard enough as much as I know I could because I just don't think I'm good enough. I'm not going to go for the audition. I'm not going to build the thing, the product. I'm not going to do these things if my most dominant, notice I say dominant, because you can be pumping. You can literally be telling yourself every day, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough, I'm enough, right? You're saying this thing, but the most dominant thought is where your energy grows, is where your actions lie. So if you think you're ugly, and I don't buy into that. I don't buy into that at all. But if you think, as in, I don't think that, y'all know beauty is an eye of the beholder. So there's this thing in the world where we have to look like a certain, we don't have to, but there's a thing where we deemed beauty to be this thing, right? This certain look. And it's not true, right? But if you feel like that is true, that you must look like Kim Kardashian, then you look in the mirror at yourself, I'm not good enough until I get a butt like Kim. I'm not good enough until I get some hair like Kim. I'm not good enough until I get. So then your actions go on this wild goose hunt because you want to look like this thing that we've deemed. And I'm just using an example. I'm not saying Kim is the image of beauty. It's just an example. So whatever you think beauty is, I literally have worked and done hair for women who sit in my chair all the time as a hairdresser. When I was in the salon, they would sit in my chair and they would just talk about all the things that they need to get before they be. Does that make sense? And if you really talk to men, most women, I don't know, there's such a miscommunication with men and women, right? But if you really talk to men, like, your confidence comes from your inside. That's why when you see certain videos on Facebook that are viral, and it's a big girl versus a skinny girl, and the big girl is like beautiful, boom, boom. She's like, I'm this and that. The attraction, because there's a myth that big is ugly, skinny is cute, right? But then you see this person come out and it's like, oh my God, why? Because she knows that she is enough just because she is. And so what's funny is you can set a big girl next to a skinny girl, and the skinny girl got 20,000 more issues than the big girl. Why? Because the skinny girl is basing her value on something outside of her. Does that make sense? These are just small examples. There's no right or wrong. It's just these are examples that actually happen. So many women, I literally have heard women say, I'm going to be good when I get a nose job or a chin job. And then they go get it, and then they don't like it, and then they go get something else, and then they're like, okay, now I got to get this thing. And it's like this sick cycle. You have to know that you woke up enough. You have to know that God made you enough. And what I love about the story of Moses, this is the pivotal point in the story in Exodus 4, when God is literally saying, Moses, you've been chosen. I need you to go and handle this situation. And Moses asked God, suppose everyone refuses to listen to my message and no one believes that you really appeared to me. There's something in your life that you want to do, and you are like, what if my family thinks this is stupid because they know my history? What if you messed up and now you totally forgiven yourself? You totally moved on. And now you want to do this thing. And so you feel it. You can't sleep. It's pulling you. And you're just like, oh, every time you close your eyes and every time in any free time, you just think about this thing that you want to be. And you're like, my family's not going to understand. Or maybe your partner won't understand. Or maybe your employer or your kids or, I don't know, whoever's in your environment, maybe they won't understand because this is different. And I'm not usually the person to do this. And, someone of my skin tone or someone of my pay rate or someone of my background doesn't get to do this kind of thing. And so the question remains, what if I'm not good enough? I'm just saying. I see all the yeses coming through. What's up, Super A Hampton? Is that Amber Hampton from when I was a child? Maybe. I knew Amber Hampton when I was a child. We went to church together. Good morning. Looking good, girl. Examples, please. Oh, so I hope I gave you some good. Shanice, let me know if those were examples that make you understand the concept. Thank you. So listen, Moses asked God, suppose everybody listened to me and then they don't even believe me. This is crazy, Lord. You're telling me to do this and then I'm going to do it and then they're going to think I'm stupid. I can't really vibe with this, God. I'm not feeling it. It's not working. Lord, can we have another plan, please? I'll take a new plan for 10, right? So then the Lord answered, what's in your hand? Hey, Stacy. And the Lord answered, what's in your hand? And a walking stick, Moses replied. Well, then, see, God is a G, the original OG. Yes, preacher. I know that's right. This is deep. And yes, I get it. Yes, perfect. And this is one of those things you got to chew on for a long time. We could talk about it for the rest of the year. Only this. And you just keep working through your life. Only this. And you will literally upgrade your life. Period, point blank. I'm running with you. I love it. So listen, Moses says, I got a stick in my hand. And God is like, throw it down. Okay. Lord commanded, throw it down. I don't know about you, but if God tell you to do something, I'm going to need you to do it with the quickness. Okay. All right. So throw it down. The Lord commanded. So Moses threw the stick on the ground. It immediately turned into a snake. Moses jumped back. He was like, hold on, what's happening here? And the Lord said, pick it up by the tail. Okay, the Lord told him this. And then Moses did it. The snake turned back into a stick. Now, I'm not sitting here telling you you're going to be able to touch a stick and then it turn into a snake and then turn back into a snake. I'm not telling you that, okay? This is a story. Here's what I want you to understand. What just happened there? See, God gave a commandment to Moses. He said, this is what you're going to do. And Moses said, hold up. I'm not good enough. Ain't nobody even going to believe me. Where I'm from, that don't even make sense. I can't speak straight. Right? So I love how Moses was super human in this story because he was like, hey, hold up. They're not going to believe me. And so then God say, put the stick down. Stick goes down, turns into a snake, pick the stick up. Moses like, I don't really know. This is crazy, but okay. Picks the stick up, picks a snake up, it turns back into a stick. He looks around. Ain't nobody gonna believe me when I tell them this. They're not gonna believe me. Ain't nobody gonna believe me. Ain't nobody gonna believe me. Anybody ever had a moment where you make it through something and you go, nobody's not gonna believe this? Anybody? Oh, is it just me? Is it just me? Okay. It's probably the wrong song to sing during Bible time. Listen, anybody ever have a moment where something happens that you knew it wasn't nobody but God? See, that's a but God moment. See, that ain't nobody but God moment. That's what that is. That's what that is. Anybody ever had a moment like that? Let me know. So I ain't saying you had to see the magic trick, you know what I'm saying, with the snake and the thing. That's a little scary. I probably would pass out. I would just run. I don't know. Me and snakes won't get along. But anybody ever had a moment in their life where it was nobody but God? It was nothing you could do, nothing you can say. Nobody else could get the credit but God. God has a funny sense of humor. I kind of feel like God wants your life to be a but God life. Oh, somebody. God wants your life. I kind of feel like, and I don't know, I'm going to speak for my life. I kind of feel like from the way my life is set up and the things that I overcome and from the things that keep happening, and I just look back and I'm just like, it ain't me. It's not me. It's no one but God. I feel like that is the essence of God. So what does that mean? That means I'm always be out of my comfort zone. I feel like it's this thing that God does. This morning when I was running, I was like, comfort zone. I don't even know why I would ever in my life get comfortable, because it just doesn't make sense. Like the way God moves is out of your comfort zone. And I'm talking about supernatural moves. See, now listen, you can be in the comfort zone if you're just trying to live basic, but I'm not trying to live basic. And if you're watching me, you can't be basic because I'm, as my friend would say, a little bit of extreme, right? So if you know you weren't here to just eat, sleep, work, play a little bit on the weekend, go back to work. If you know that's not your life, then I don't know how we could just live in the comfort zone. And how can you love and serve God if you ain't willing to go when you're scared? Are you willing to go when you're scared? Are you willing to go when you're scared? Are you willing to live a life of but God moments? But God moments. But God means he steps in and something supernatural happens and you literally can't even explain it. The only thing you can do is dance a love there and get excited and tell everybody, I love God. You don't love God. What's wrong with you? Hey, they don't need to understand your excitement, but you just got to tell them, can you just try my God? Can you just try him? I know. Can you just try him? Because I'm telling you what I'm telling you. I don't know about you, but I feel like my life is a but God life. And when I look back over everything that I've made it through, I don't really want no other life besides a but God life, because it's pretty freaking awesome. Okay? It's pretty freaking awesome. Yes, you will be scared. You will be always on the edge. You will always be going, oh God. And then boom, but God. It's like, oh my God, this is amazing. It's a lifestyle, people. It's a lifestyle. So some of you may have read Exodus and said, okay, he turned a stick into a snake. That's not going to happen in the real world. I need more substance. But you missed it. You missed it. See, we have to read this and look at our today and say, well, how is that? What does that really mean? What does that, look at Annette. What does that really mean? Annette, let them know what does it really mean? What does that stick turning into a snake? And then he follows. Now you got to understand how the Lord works, because you're always going to hear something very still and tapping. Something in your gut, in your soul is going to be saying, go left. And it's annoying because you just want to be comfortable. You tired. Dang, didn't I just get out the deep end? Now I got to go back in the deep end. This is cuckoo. But something is tapping you. And you notice God is very just clear. It's like there's no confusion in God in the Bible. When you read the Bible, it ain't gray. It's black and white. It says, throw it down. The Lord commanded. That's a complete sentence. It's literally, let's go to another version so I can see what it looked like in King James. Because, King James, I think that was like really, Let me see. Let's see. Verse 2, it says, okay, let me see. And the Lord said to Moses, put forth thy hand, take it by the tail. Those are like direct instructions. Okay. So I don't know why we be questioning, even me. Please don't think that I'm saying this. This is like me talking to me and y'all just listening. And I have to talk to y'all so I don't look crazy to myself, by myself, to myself. I'm just saying. So it says very, very clear, even in the King James Version. Even in the King James Version, it says, and the Lord said unto him, what is that in thine hand? He asked complete questions, as clear as all our doors. He ain't saying nothing other than what's in your hand. That sound like your mama. You know, you don't took. I remember one time I took some bubble gum out the store. And my daddy, I thought I was, and I'm a daddy's girl. So me and my daddy was at the store. My daddy had to go to Home Depot. I will never forget this. That's why I ain't never stole nothing in my life ever, never again. I was a little kid. And my daddy probably remember this story. I was in the line and I wanted some Bubblicious. And so my dad was at the register and I remember very vividly going, I'm about to get that bubble gum. Yep. And it's going to be real good. I'm going to get the pink one and I can just taste it. And I'm going to eat 2 at one time. And that's what's going to happen. So I planned it in my head. So my dad was at the register and I was like, it's going down. He's not going to know. I'm just going to put it in my hand and then just grab it like this. So I was like, boom. So I was good. I was really good. We at the register. My daddy like, yeah, baby girl. Because I'm a daddy's girl. So my daddy like, we always joking. Like always. We always arguing and we always joking. So like literally at this point, we was joking. So he was like, got my daughter with me. He at the register. My daddy talks to everybody. He always makes jokes. So with the register, I'm like this. About to chew this gum when I get in the car. Got some Bubblicious. I'm excited, right? So then we walking out of Home Depot. And my daddy said, give me your hand so we can cross. And I done messed up and put the bubble gum in the wrong hand. I wasn't thinking. I should have been thinking. Put it in the other hand. You can't put it in the hand. So then I'm trying to switch hands real fast. So my daddy looks down and says, well, what is that in your hand? Hey, Dad. Get your. I was like, My daddy told me down. He was like, you're going to go back in the store. You're going to tell him that you stole. And I'm going to beat your tail when we get home. I was like, all right, God, I'm sorry. I ain't never stole nothing else again. Anyway, that's a story. I don't really know where I was going with that. Where was I going with that story? I don't know. It's just obviously somebody needs to hear that story. I never stole again is the moral of the story. Look at all the emojis. Let's get back to what I was saying. God gave clear instructions. A clear instruction from my dad is never steal. I learned my lesson. I got my butt beat. And the whole way home, I got a speech. It was very clear on what was happening. And in the Bible, it was very clear on what God was telling Moses. He's like, yo, you need to put that stick on the ground. It wasn't confusing. And I say that to say, when you hear the thing, in your soul, it's tapping you like this. It's just tapping. It's like, hey, boom, boom, boom. It's just a little tap. When you hear that, because sometimes we'll be like, how do I hear God? How is God speaking to me? And you're trying to hear it like this. Annette, go to the left. I am God. That's what you want to hear, Tracy. Tracy Jones, this is God. I need you to turn around. Gloria Wallace, this is God, and I'm calling you to aisle 7. Please come to aisle 7. Yeah, come over here, and then I'm going to tell you what's next. That ain't how it's going to go. It's not. It's going to be very clear, and it's going to be quiet in your soul, because guess what? God is in you. God is in me. I know it's kind of weird because you're like, what, are they little mini gods? Nope, just one being. It's one being, and all of us get all of God. The end. Okay, so the Lord said to Moses, put your hand out, grab it by the tail, and then it became a rod again. So the moral of the story is this. Even when you don't think you enough. Hey, daughter, Stacy's daughter. Even when you don't think you enough, that ain't your business. That's not your business. If you feel the calling in your soul and it's clear, okay? If it is clear, a lot of times we say it's not clear because we want validation. We don't want to seem crazy. We are thinking like Moses did in verse 1. He said, suppose everyone refuses to listen to my message and no one believes that this happened to me. They're not going to believe me, God. And then God gave him a but God moment. I should make some t-shirts, but God life. That's kind of strange, but God. But y'all know what I'm saying. I live a but God life, which means that God always shows up and gives me miracles upon miracles upon miracles upon miracles so that he gets all the glory. Because the more God gets the glory, the more people love God. And the more people love God, the more the world will be a better place. You can love God and you can literally live in a fabulous situation. You can love God and you can just be fruitful and multiply. Everything you touch grows. And guess who gets the glory? Because a lot of times we try to get a glory to everything but God. It's so strange how many people, I've been to some really interesting situations where they literally go all around the world. They quote scriptures, but they don't want to give God the glory. And you know why? When you really get to the bulk of half the people who do that, it's because someone hurt them. Somebody said something because they were being religious. And so now they're screwed. And so they're going to give praise to everything but God. But something happens when you give praise to God. Like everything grows. Everything is blessed. More people are drawn to him. Everything is better. Everything is better. Everything is better. Everything is better. Someone say everything is better with God. With God, I can do all things. And the more I give him the glory, the more people. See, a lot of times religious people get in trouble because they don't want people to have power, but God gave power. And if you understand God, you become powerful. And so you begin to think for yourself and see some human pastor has got into a role and now he wants control. He's a little control hungry. You have to forgive him and understand that that's possible for anyone. And we bless him and we say everything is better with God. And with God, I can do all things. And with God, I can hear clearly because God gives clear instructions. And as we see with Moses, God is giving clear instructions. We see Moses say, everybody's not going to listen to me. And then if you look at verse 10, Moses says, I'm not a good speaker. Like what? What? I'm just saying. I'm going to need you to go ahead and get ordained. Next. Here's my question. Who made that up? I mean, I'm just saying, don't get me started. I'm just going to be me. And what I know for sure is even I can get caught up in giving things credit where the credit ain't due. The credit is due to God. And a lot of times we get a little distracted talking about the universe. God created the universe, but I love and worship God. I am honoring God by using my gifts, by using my platform, by showing up to work and being a person of character, by giving my all, by being the best version of me. I am honoring God. I am showing you what God looks like if God was to just boom, be, right? Because God is inside of me. And so doing so, day after day after day, is going to get blessing after blessing after blessing after blessing. You deserve to be blessed. God wants you to be blessed, and God just wants some glory. Can we give him some glory? Hallelujah. Amen. Listen, you're going to feel like you're not worthy. You're not this. You're not that. It's not popular either. Because hurt people hurt people. Hurt people want to put the blessings and the glory on other things. I'll lose followers because I said something about the universe. Whatever. But at the end of the day, you're going to feel like I'm not good enough or other people won't believe me. But you have to look back through your life because I know that you got some but God moments. And that means that something happened and you know it wasn't nobody but God. And when you begin to give God the glory, when you begin to just pour and tap into God the way he does for you on a regular basis. See, we like to make God conditional. When I'm cold, I'm going to put God on to keep me warm. I do it. I'm not judging you. I ain't judging you because I ain't perfect. So I'm just trying to share with you what I put. Like, I'm just trying to share with you guys what it be like. But this is our invitation to go ahead and tap back in. Just tap back in. Tap back in because God is great. God is everything. With God, you can be everything. And when you tap back in, you're going to notice power and strength that has really always been there. you're going to notice power and strength that has always been there, and you can use it to go through your day to overcome so many situations. Even Moses, who literally led people, thousands, millions, who knows the number of people. He was a leader, but before he stepped into the leadership role, he also thought he wasn't good enough. And I'm just here to tell you, here to remind you that when you feel that, it's okay. You can have that thought, but just look for the but God moment. For this, it was God turning the stick to the snake, telling him to pick it up. Why did he do that? Why did God put Moses through that? And we wrapping it up and I'm done. Why did God take that staff out of his hand, say, throw it on the ground, clear instructions. Remember, God gives clear instructions. So if you're confused about something, pause and find clarity. Clarity is God. How? Listen, why did God take Moses' stick, throw that down? Why are you giving that command? Throw it down. We're going to turn it into a snake. I need you to pick it up by the tail. He could have said pick it up in the middle. He could have said pick it up by the head. But he gave him clear instructions. Like literally, he picked it up by the tail. And then, can you imagine what happens if you were told to pick up a snake? What thoughts go through your mind? What was God trying to show Moses? What was God trying to show Moses? Boom! Come on, Felicia. Come on, Felicia. Come on, y'all. What was God trying to show? I need y'all to talk to me because I'm talking too much. I need you to think with me through this so that you get this. Hey, Naomi. I love how you make scriptures sexy, even to someone like me who refused to read scriptures. You know what? I used to refuse to read scriptures. So and this is how I made it a thing again. Like for myself personally, years ago, I was like, I got to tap back into God because my life was a crappy mess. And so I had to go back to the basics. But in order to get through this, I was like, this needs to make sense to me because I was believing the myth that the Bible was complicated. And then when I dispelled that dominant thought and said, I can read this, I'm going to understand this, and my life is going to upgrade because of it. That's what happened, right? So he can use his faith. Boom! So he can trust God, so he can know that God's with him. Yes, good job, guys. Yes, have those moments, but don't dwell there. Exactly. God didn't let him dwell there. And God gave him an instant moment where he can literally look back and say, if God did that, I know I can get through this. Because God knew that Moses was going to have a whole bunch of moments where he literally will be like, wait, what? What's happening now? Oh, God. Right? There's going to be a bunch of those moments in your life as well, in my life as well. But God's showing Moses, you talk about what you can't do. Moses was telling God, everyone is not going to listen to him. Moses was telling God that he had a speech impediment. Moses was telling God all the reasons why he wasn't good enough. And God said, let me show this fool. Moses, focus. It's not about you. It's not about you. It's about the calling. It's about my instructions. Come on, somebody. God's literally showing us that it's not about us. We got to get out our own way. We got to get out our own way. We got to hear and look for clarity, 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 clarity. We've got to know that you've already made it through some moments where you know it wasn't nobody but God. It wasn't nobody but God. And guess what? If he did it before, he'll do it again. Same God right now. Same God back then. So whatever you're struggling with today, look for clarity. Go to God. It ain't about you. Get out your feelings. Don't nobody care how you look. Don't nobody care. It ain't about if they're going to believe you. If you know that you know that you know, and you hear the command and you hear the clarity, go for it today. And understand that you got God. God's got you. So no matter what you're going through, it's going to be all right. It's going to be good. You are enough. You are enough. You are enough. And whatever you don't have, you'll be equipped with. Whatever you don't have, you'll be equipped with. Because even within that moment, Moses didn't have faith. When that stick turned back, when that snake turned into a stick, don't you think his faith level went up a little bit? And even though his faith level went up a little bit in God, he still said, well, I see you did that, God, but what about my speech? Because think about it. If God take a stick and turn it into a snake and then tell me to touch it, and then I pick it up and it's back to a stick. Next thing I need, Lord, can I have some bigger boobs? Can I have perfectly filled bank account? Can I actually, I want to move. I'm trying to move into my mansion. Dang, it's not happening. Y'all know how we get. We human. Moses was human. Moses was like, oh, you can do that? Oh, I'm going to need you to fix this speech impediment. I don't want to stutter no more. God was like, nah, you need that. Don't worry about that. Do you think you stuttering for an accident? Come on, somebody. I'm just saying. Do you think that you were built on accident? Do you think that you look like that on accident? Everyone needs to see you just the way that you are. Everyone needs to hear you just the way that you are. And yes, you can elevate and upgrade, but you are enough just as you are today. You were born enough. It's not based on your popularity. It's not based on your skin tone. It's not based on none of that. You are enough because God is enough. And with God, you can do everything. Done. Done, done, done. The end. If you have any questions, hit me up at LakeishaMichelle.com. This is our good tea for life. Listen, we talk about a lot. We do a lot in life. This is just a moment in our day where we decide that we're going to pour into ourselves and remind ourselves that we're enough. And remember to practice faith. It's a practice. It's a practice. It's a lifestyle. Remember that there are going to be a bunch of but God moments. It's a lifestyle. Get into it and watch how God grows you. Better than any other thing you want to appoint. God will grow your life. Everything you do will be a light, will be an example, and things will just happen because you decided to be like Moses, who was scared, who felt he wasn't enough, but he did it anyway because it wasn't about him. It was about the calling on his life. And it's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the call. And it feels like this. Like you like, okay, all right, Keisha, I know. I feel like that too. It's about the calling on my life. I just got to show up. Open my mouth. God shows up. I'm going to log off. The end. Done. Cue the music. We need an altar call. I didn't wake up on accident. Exactly. He has more for me. Exactly. Thank you for being obedient to the Holy Spirit. This message was right on time. You're welcome. Antoinette, 88 says, boom. I love it. Shanice says, amen. Tracy says, amen. Felicia says, amen, amen, amen. Same guy back then. Exactly. Erica says, thank you, Jesus. And Lakeisha for your message. You're welcome. It's miracles that is performed right in front of you. Period. The fact that we alive. Hey, everyone, welcome to the tribe. Keep up with me. Yes, thank you. Tiny just put the link in LakeishaMichelle.com. You guys go join my free email list. Listen, I am all about us living on purpose. I'm all about us having successful businesses, successful bodies, minds, and souls. Okay, so if you're interested in just getting what you want out of life, okay, because I got a lot of things I'm up to. You know what I'm saying? You got the CEO stylist business where it's talking about working on your business and being the CEO of your life, right? And just getting the things that you want out of your business in general. Then we're talking about our souls, okay? And we have Short Hair Bootcamp, which is all about short hair. Like there's a couple things happening. And then we have music. We have music that supports everything that you're doing. And listen, you can go be a part of this whole thing, Lakeisha Michelle TV, all of these things at LakeishaMichelle.com. Literally just go join the free email list. Oh, and by the way, if you're interested in short hair, there is a webinar tonight. Let me see how many people are registered because there's a webinar tonight, Short Hair Bootcamp. Short Hair Success Blueprint. And let's see how many registrants we have here. 119 people. So make sure that you go register at LakeishaMichelle.com. And we're going to be talking about the short hair pillars that are standard to create a six-figure business in short hair. We're going to be talking about all of that tonight. This is webinar number 2. If you missed number 1, get in tonight. There'll be others if you can't make it, but just get on the list so you're aware. So go to LakeishaMichelle.com. All of that stuff is there. The free email list, Short Hair Bootcamp webinar. It's going to be better than it was the first time because it always is. And everyone who was there was meant to be there. It was perfect. And I can't wait to see all of you other guys tonight. And yeah, so go to shorthairbootcamp.com for that. Go to LakeishaMichelle.com for that. LakeishaMichelle.com. Go there. Love you guys. Anything else? Wake up to your greatness. Yes. CEO Stylist is not closed. It's not open for enrollment right now. Thank you guys. Yes, you will know when that opens up. So get on the email list so you know. For those of you who have been waiting to get in to the CEO Stylist when the next round starts, that's why I be telling y'all to get in. Get in when the doors is open. Can I email? Yes, go to LakeishaMichelle.com. Anything, any questions, anything you want to say. And when you register to the webinar for Short Hair Bootcamp, all you have to do is go to LakeishaMichelle.com. So that's a short hair success blueprint. And we're going to be talking about tonight. Let me show you my pretty slides that didn't play last time, but it still was perfect. Everyone was like, oh my God, this was so good. So this is the presentation that I'm going to tweak after we get off this live stream. And it's not like a fake thing, like it is a thing. This is the presentation that I cannot wait to share with you guys. And I'm going to share with you guys what makes successful short hair. And listen, short hair literally changed my life. I decided to focus on short hair, created a multi-six-figure business, and was able to invest in my other passions that created my online business now, where I could leave from behind the chair. I haven't worked behind the chair since 2016. I closed my studio doors in California. But if it wasn't for short hair, I wouldn't be able to sell everything in Texas, move to California, have the time of my life, live across the street from the beach, make amazing friends, literally know more stuff that's happening in LA than the people who live there. And then be like, oh, yeah, got to come back. My mom is sick now. I'm going to take her to all her doctor's appointments because I can and because I don't have to be anywhere, because I decided to create the life and business that I wanted on my terms. And it was from short hair. There is a blueprint. There is a standard. Your mannequin was cute last night. Thanks, boo. The webinar's at 7 p.m. Central. She's talking about this mannequin. Ooh, she is cute. She is cute. I really could keep cutting. I think I'm going to keep cutting it today. I love you, young lady. You're a true inspiration. You remind me of myself 30 years ago. Well, thank you. So yeah, this is what we cut yesterday. Someone said, what's the difference between watching my free videos? They're deeper. So you can watch a free video all day. If you feel like that serves you, perfect. That's why I have them. If you feel like you want to go and you want to be in my tribe, you want to get more detailed videos, there's only a few free videos where I go into detail. There's not a, like you can watch me do hair, but we actually teaching, that's the difference. So you have this works. You could literally just press pause and figure out some stuff. All that figuring out gonna cost you more time than if you were in my boot camp. So that's the difference from anything that I do. I'm gonna always talk to you guys. Everything I'm doing now, it's gonna help you. It helps you, period. Anytime I'm teaching, it's just deeper, deeper, deeper. And then you have access to ask questions, do the work, show me what's happening. It's mentorship online. So that's the difference. Again, there's no pressure in anything. Go to LakeishaMichelle.com if you have any questions about anything that I've talked about. That was the church announcements, honey. And the moral of the real story is you need to know that you are enough. You woke up enough with all your imperfections. You got this, okay? This has been Good Tea for Life with your girl, Lakeisha Michelle. I love you. I will see you guys later. I'm pretty sure I'll be live streaming later. Ooh, today I tried on some little tabs with some new glue. I don't know how I like it, but I'll show you guys. I think I'm gonna do some makeup tutorials for you guys. But these are like little eyelash tabs. Fun. Anyway, you guys were asking me yesterday about my makeup too. I use the Sephora. These are like, Sephora has these pencils and they're waterproof and they're so quick and easy. You guys know I am not for some 30-minute, 50-minute situation makeup routine in the morning. No, it takes me no time to do this and I'm enrolled. Yay! So if you guys want me to do some makeup stuff, just comment below. Even my replay people. You guys want me to talk about the makeup routine? For us boss ladies who don't have time to be doing a million things, but you want the basics so you can just look polished and presentable when you want to up level, then let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, go to LakeishaMichelle.com. I hope you guys had an amazing time. I did. I love the message this morning. Please know that it is always for me first. I see you guys saying yes, makeup. I mean, there's no, yes, you can, Shanice. I mean, I don't know if it would be beneficial. I'm not sure. Yes to the makeup. Cool. Yes, this is what we did yesterday on my YouTube channel. So you can go to YouTube and check it out. We just was like, let's make her look like something hot. Love it. This is a razor cut. I just like things. If I had some long hair, I would want my hair cut like to where it's just piecey and like whatever. Makeup, yes. The wig behind you, did you create it? This is not a wig. This is a mannequin that I cut yesterday. So, hello, guys. This is cheesy. This is the mannequin that we cut yesterday. And I was talking and just cutting on camera. This is an Amazon mannequin. I never used the Amazon mannequin before. Obviously, it came from China. I never used the Amazon mannequin before. So I was like, I wonder, does it even look cute? So it's decent. You know how the Amazon, like Sally's have mannequins, but I hate those. I really do hate those. So this is the cut that we did. And I was just literally cutting on camera because I figured somebody might want to see it. So you got to be willing to just put your stuff out there. Maybe somebody going to look at it. Maybe they not. Who knows? But it'll always lead you to your next best step. So just freaking start. Sometimes you try to figure out, yes, Nalula, send me a video. Send me your links. You're in the mastermind. Of course I will. Just send me your links. If you're in my mastermind and you ain't asking me questions, but you have office hour emails, literally, and you have the group, you can post a video. Don't post no 12-minute video. I can't stand those. Like, it's too long, guys. This 12 minutes, what is happening? What is the outcome you desire? What is the problem you're having? That's what we need. Always look for that. But yeah, if you're in my mastermind, duh, you can hit me up. That's what you pay for. But a lot of people I find just kind of like try to figure it out. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Can you give me some? So yeah, send me the video. You're getting a whooping. Beautiful. Thank you, guys. I'm glad she mentioned it. I missed it. Cute. Thanks, guys. Yes, this is on YouTube. So just go scroll back to yesterday. And I was just cutting this and talking to y'all about short hair boot camp. So I'm done for now. I love you. Thank you for watching. Hit LakeishaMichelle.com if you have any questions. Mine is 14 minutes. Your question? Girl, no. Ooh, thank you, Top. This is some coffee that they told me was amazing. I had one cup at my little place where I'm getting my product developed right now that I can't tell y'all about. Oh, honey, these are very small. Uh-oh. This is for the Nespresso machine. Anyway, I love you too, Carolina. I'll see you guys later. Bye.